Good afternoon, Nanda. My name is Suvarna Rao, working as the Assistant Professor, Information Technology, IARE Dundigal. So, today I am taking the subject e-commerce. The subtopic is e-cash. So, what is the e-cash? How to working as a e-commerce business? How to implement the e-cash? That is also one of the important topics we will deal with today class. First of all, definition of the e-cash or defining the e-cash. It is a simplest form. E-cash can be defined as electronic cash. E-cash today as a electronic cash, simply digital cash. It is way of paying for a goods and services. You can utilize this cash. We are paying for goods and services. That isn't in physical cash. The e-cash not a physical cash. It is the digital currency, not for physical. There are two forms of e-cash. E-cash can be broadly classified into two types. One is the online form and other than offline form. E-cash can be broadly classified into two types. One is the online form and an offline form. Having two types of the e-cash is available on nowadays in market. What about the online cash? Okay, it is the first subheading. The online cash. The term of e-cash was originally used by a company called DigiCash or Digital Cash, founded by David Chung. DigiCash went bankrupt in 1998. The idea of the e-cash, however, lived on. It was the idea that started online transaction. So, we can use the e-cash, especially online transaction, in the year of 1998 onwards. As well as cryptocurrency, it is treated as one of the e-cash. The cryptocurrency entire depends upon the online e-cash only. Okay, the information regarding currency is downloaded to a hard drive. It stays there until it is transferred to other persons or business online. This is the basis of the cryptocurrency in every simple way. So, e-cash we can utilize only online purpose, not a physical. Okay, that is also one of the important thing. So, the e-cash, the introducing of the market in the 1998, the name of the person is called the David Chung. The originally treated as a DigiCash, nothing but digital cash. It is the equivalent of the e-cash is called cryptocurrency. Okay, cryptocurrency is the one of the best example formation of the e-cash. So, and another type of the e-cash, one is the online form e-cash, and the other hand is offline e-cash. The idea behind offline e-cash has its roots in a credit card and debit card. This offline nothing but the data will be stored at credit card or debit card. Offline e-cash would function similarly to a debit card. Is called the offline. Funds from a hard drive would be linked to a digitally encoded card. This card would replace paper money like a debit card. However, the main difference here is that physical money no longer exists to begin with. The debit card and physical money is still present in a way. So, the e-cash can be broadly classified into two types. One is the online. Online nothing but only digital cash, equivalent of the cryptocurrency. But offline, treated as a cards. Any cards is called the offline. Why? Because offline transaction with help of the magnetic tape can store the hard disk. then after transactions is going on. Such type of technique is called the offline e-cash. The offline is cash treated as a physical money is still present in a way. So, how does e-cash work? Then going to the other important topic is how does e-cash work? Where can be how to working of the e-cash transaction. In the e-cash model, users would download their electronic money from their bank. It would then be stored on their hard drive until it's ready to use. Then, when preparing a make an online purchase, they use their digital wallet, treated as a digital wallet to transfer fund to the merchant. The merchant, however, would need the same digital wallet software in order to receive these funds. So, eCash depends upon the a software, nothing but a bank software or whatever it may be. Then money should convert into the, or physical money should be converted into the digital currency based on the value only. The software that means the digital wallets. The software, nothing but a not a physical thing. A set of instruction is called the program. A set of relevant programs is called the good software. Okay, the software that manages digital wallets would be run by the eCash bank. This way, the money being transferred would be able to be verified. This is similar to the payment concepts that are behind debit and credit card transactions. So, how does eCash work? Nothing but the entire money is converted into the digital format. Then those data will be transferred to the either digital, either debit card and credit card transactions. And after the transferred amount has verified, the merchant would be able to pay transaction fee to have it uploaded to traditional bank. Ideally, the transaction between customer and merchant would not have any transaction fee. The only fee that would be incurred would be between the traditional bank and the customer. So, how does eCash work? Nothing but a cash, digital cash should convert into the debit card and credit card and create the some value. Then some value are transferred to the banks. Banks is given to the those permission. Then based on the value, based on the worth, we can use the you can use the incurred would be between the traditional banks and their customers. So the working, how to eCash work, it depends upon the this scenario, this type of model to implement the eCash business. The eCash, what are the benefits of using eCash? Also, one of the important subheading. Today, while there are a few benefits that eCash bring with it, globalization. Nowadays, either Indian rupee or a dollar or Australian rupee or euro currency, whatever it may be, any cash should convert into the electronic currency, equivalent of the electronic currency. Then these value, these amount we can utilize in the globe is called the eCash bring with it globalization. So the eCash, so many benefits is there. Why? Because transactions easy, not carrying the amount with the help of the account number or password to transaction any wallet to wallet or credit card or debit card, whatever it may be, we can utilize the eCash. The world is more connected than ever. You can use the eCash. As such, we have the ability to purchase services, goods from around the globe. So, this isn't always the easiest thing to do online. So, the eCash with the help of the very easiest transaction to do in online currently you have to seek out a way to make online transaction in countries in different form your own, different types of the country, different types of the wallet also there, different types of the currency, physical currency also using. Then based on the currency, equivalent of the value is also given. Then Australian currency is different than the American wallet is different than the euro. Euro is different than the rupee. But then eCash should be equivalent. For example, $1 should be equivalent conversion of the rupees, 8 rupees, which depends upon the market rate of 10. Okay. eCash should be solved that. The electronic cash could be developed in a way that's universal. The main aim of the eCash once upon a time is the physical transactions or things transactions will be depends. Why? Because of material equivalent of the material is transferred to the one person to other person. And after that, we can prepare some coins, silver coins, gold coins, etc. Then after that, we can invent the note, currency notes. Then after, in the 89 onwards, then these values should convert into the electronic cash or e-cash. Okay, the electronic cash could be developed in that universal. That way, no exchange rate would be necessary. Why? Because it is the global phenomena. We can implement the e-cash. No need of any exchange values, any fee. Software could be developed. That's usually by everyone. The e-cash depends upon the only software. Using e-cash could make international purchase very simple. So many benefits are also there. One of the easy to buy and purchase and deposit transfer anywhere in the global or nation or world. So the globalization benefits with the help of the e-cash convert into the one form to other form, rupee to dollar, dollar to euro, euro to other currencies is a very with the help of the values. So many benefits also there. Then transaction compared to physically very easy to e-cash. So many benefits is there. It is I will explain the only few benefits up to so. So the sensible transaction fee. Then after completion of the transaction, how much amount to take the transaction? It depends upon the business. It depends upon the system. It depends upon the needs of the requirements. Is called the sensible transaction fees. Fees also compared to physical very less in the e-cash. When you make a purchase online using a credit card or debit card, it is likely then the merchant is the absorbing fee. You can take the collecting only minimum transaction fee. To process credit card and debit card, most business have to pay monthly fee for the services. If a e-cash were to be made or more widely available, these processing fee could be avoided altogether. This would allow cheaper items to be sold online. So it would also mean that more money is being saved by the consumer and business alike. So sensible transactions fees will be collected. Sometimes free of transaction could be there in the transaction fees. So e-cash, one of the important line is called the sensible transaction fees is available. So that is also one. And how to utilization of the smart cards. Smart card, nothing but one type of e-cash. Nothing but e-cash can be broadly classified into two types. One is with the online and offline. The cards you can use treated as a offline e-cash. The smart card or host. The smart card or host topic when we are discussing e-cash. This form of a payment would houses all of the currency on them, like a wallet holds physical cash. Then, when payments are made, the data can be updated or transferred. When you go home, you then upload the electronic cash back to your hard drive until it's ready to use again. So, the smart card utilization very easy compared to other transactions. Very easy transactions is going on eCash. Smart card would like eliminate the need to carry different currencies when traveling internationally. For example, you have card in a rupee, then you will go to the abroad or any wallet should convert into very easy, either dollar or euro or cryptocurrency or dinar or whatever it may be. With the help of the it depends upon the countries, different type of the wallets or rupees are implemented. The equivalent of the rupees you can convert into the your card also very easy. Then physically depositing very difficulty, but having some international card is there, then conversion is very easy. The different form of the electronic currency would be loaded to them. So the eCash, the smart card utilization, so flexible, so useful compared to physical cash transaction. And other important subheading is called key takeaways. It is also one of the important thing from the eCash. With the development of the cryptocurrencies, eCash likely isn't far behind. So when it's been tried out in the past, the concept is still being worked on. We are at a time now, so where it could be accomplished. So key takeaways, nothing but different types of the technique should be followed by the cryptocurrency techniques. The cryptocurrency, nothing but it depends upon the chain. Then different types of the encryption, decryption algorithms also there. It is the most secure and authenticated the transaction with the help of the key takeaways. Different types of the keys is there. With using keys, then strengthen your security. So that is also important thing. And another one, important one is an electronic cash systems, often referred as a digital cash or eCash, is a digital equivalent of the physical cash that enable secure and instantaneous transition or transactions over the internet or other electronics networks. So it is also one of the important. Unlike traditional payment method like credit cards or checks, electronic cash transactions don't require physical presence or manual processing, making them faster and more convenient for the both consumer and merchant. The eCash very helpful for the customers or merchants or consumers and merchants is the more convenient compared to physical cash. That is also one of the important thing from the eCash. Okay. Here, the other end, eCash, here are some key components and characteristics of the electronic cash systems is following. The different types of the systems also identified. One is the digital representation. What is the digital representation? The electronic cash exists purely in the digital form. That is also treated as eCash. It represented by the data stored electronically, typically in the form of encrypted codes or tokens. Why? Because of entire data will be treated as a legends or encrypted forms like tokens, etc. Okay. And another important point is called the decentralized ledger. What is the decentralized ledger? It is also one type of eCash characteristics. It electronic cash system operate under a decentralized ledger. Okay, decentralized digital representation and decentralized ledger technology, such as a blockchain, where transactions are recorded and verified across distributed networks of a computer. This ensures transparency and security by the preventing fraud or double spending. It is also decentralized ledger mathematical could maintain the not a central or decentralized system. Cryptocurrency also we can use the such type of technique is called the blockchain technique. Okay, anonymity and privacy. Anonymity and privacy is the another important subheading in the eCash. It is also one of the best characteristics or benefits in the eCash. some electronic cash systems after verifying degrees of the anonymity and privacy of users, allowing them to make transactions without leaving personal information. This anonymity is often achieved through cryptographic techniques. So, the cryptographic techniques we can use the anonymity and privacy very helpful because of the cryptocurrency then could be implemented into the decentralized ledger format. So that's why eCash is the very security form. So the eCash security very authentication and authorization is required, then could provide this too. The security is the para amount in the electronic cash systems to prevent unauthorized access. That is also could provide the security, and fraud also or counterfeiting. In advanced encryption and authentication mechanisms are employed in the safeguard transactions and user funds. Why? Because of the security, you can use the different types of the layers. Security layers is there with the help of the encryption techniques, where those you can use the encryption techniques. The security is more. The intruders not enter into the official transactions, then prevent the fraud and counterfeiting. The advanced encryption and authentication mechanism also could implement in the employed to safeguard transactions on user funds. That is also one of the eCash techniques. P2P transaction. It is also one of the best benefit or characteristics of the e-commerce. The electronic cash systems facilitate direct P2P transactions, enabling individual to send and receive payment without intermediate like banks or payment processor. So this reduced transaction fee and eliminate delay associated with third party approval. Why? Because of the transaction is going on very security using of the P2P transaction, then security could be implemented. Why? Because of more security will provide to eCash transactions. And global accessibility. Global accessibility also one of the characteristics or benefit in the eCash transactions. Since electronic cash transactions occurred over the electronic networks like the internet, they can be conducted globally. So, allowing users to make payment across border without the need for currency conversion. So, the global accessibility very easy compared to eCash transaction. So that is also one of the important things. And other important point is smart contracts and programmability. Here, some electronic cash systems, particularly those built on blockchain technology, support smart contracts with our self-existing contracts with the predefined rules. These contracts enable programmable transactions, automated payments, and complex financial arrangements. So, the smart contract and programmability also one of the best characteristics or benefits in the eCash transactions. Example of the electronic cash systems including cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, as well as so many things also there, as well as centralized digital payment platforms like PayPal, Venmo, and Alipay, etc. Some examples in the smart contract and programmability. Each of these systems has its own unique features, so advantages and limitations and catering to a different use cases and performance of the users in the eCash system. So this is also one of the best benefit in application of the eCash transactions. This is also, you can use my references. I can use references. These are the references in the eCash. So eCash is the one of the most powerful tool with help of the nowadays in globally. Smart contracts and programmability also one of the important technique I can elaborate it in details in the smart contracts and programmability. Some electronic cash systems, particularly those built on the blockchain technology. Here also in the cryptocurrency or other than the currencies, you can use the such type of technique, support smart contracts which are self-executing contracts with predefined roles. Nothing but a cryptocurrency, the digital wallet could maintain the with different types of the rules. Why? Because of compared to other transactions, you can implement the very strict rules. Such type of rules is called the decentralized rules. So we can decentralize nothing but with help of the mining effects or mining techniques could implement it this type of technology. One of the best technology is called the blockchain technology. Blockchain technology also one of the important thing. Nothing but a blockchain technology is the technology to implement the software process. We can use support and smart contracts which are self executing contracts, the predefined rules. Nothing but we can create the set of rules is called the protocols are implemented. Based on the protocols, the contracts and the programmability also implemented. These contracts enable programmable transaction. Nothing but the amount will be transferred to the source to destination or receiving the destination again with help of the some important rules also there is entire data will be transferred to the source to destination. Entire data will be converted into the blocks or blockchains. Automated payments, nothing but not involved into the others. Automatically you can select it, the payment could be done very easy. And complex financial arrangements also is there. Any intruders are including of the data, and then thefters also stolen of the amount is not possible in the smart contracts and programmability. After implementation of these two, automatically thefters involved into the transactions is the very difficulty. Some examples also is going on. Examples of the electronic cash systems including cryptocurrency. Crypto nowadays is the cryptocurrency is the one of the best e-cash or digital currency could implement in the worldwide like Bitcoin. What is the Bitcoin? Nothing but the cents, the values will be created. It depends upon the gold market or global market, and crude oil also with decided the this Bitcoin system. This Bitcoin is the operated entire globally. These background techniques, nothing but is the blockchain technology, other cryptography techniques or algorithms could be implemented. Entire the smart contracts or programmability could implement into the only e-cash or digital business point of view. That is also very powerful digital cash using in the nowadays in market. One is the Bitcoin and other one is the Ethereum also. These two centralized systems, it depends. And Litecoins also as the same way. So such type of cash is the nowadays could be implemented. In the world where it is the common currency, nowadays we can using the name of the currency in the e-cash is called the Bitcoin. Why? Because entire currency could convert into the Bitcoin wallet. Then Bitcoin wallet can utilization or using anywhere in the global, it is the very easy. Like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, such type of coins also there. As well as the centralized digital payments platforms, like these are the decentralized platforms. And we can maintain the centralized platforms also there. For example, PayPal. PayPal is look like a bank wallet. It depends is the centralized. Some persons could operate the PayPal accounts like Venom and Alipay. These three which depends is the centralized. Then decentralized e-cash is called Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoins. This is also decentralized. These techniques is different than the centralized technique. Centralized, we can implement these three. One is the PayPal accounts and Venmo and Alipay. So each of these systems has its own unique key features advantages, and elimination and categorizing different uses and use cases and performance of users. So the electronics commerce, the most important thing is called e-cash. Do a operation, do a business, a consumer and consumer and buyer or seller, whatever it may be, consumer or merchant, we can buy a transaction, do the transaction. E-cash is the most powerful tool. That's why in the e-commerce business, the e-cash also one of the most powerful amount or value in your global market. So it is the e-cash. It depends upon the smart contracts and programmability. Also, very important thing. These are the my references. Okay, so many references also there. One is the Ravi Kolkata. The name of the book is called uh, Frontiers of the Electronics Commerce. It is the one of the textbook. Different types of the references also there. One is the e-commerce strategy of technological and application. It is also one of the important book. And other references, reference number 2 is called the e-commerce, the cutting edge business. Also, we can written that this book is the Tata and Gulli, okay, edition 2005. And another important book is called Global Electronic Commerce Theory and Case Studies also there. This is also useful my references. Different types of the web links also there. We can place these web links. So this is my class today. End of these references. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.